There's a single number that tells you if you're actually on track for retirement. Not your salary, not your savings rate. One number, 10 times your income. If you make $100,000 a year, most retirement research says you need roughly $1 million saved by the time you retire. Sounds simple. It isn't quite that simple, and the gap between the simple version and the real version is exactly what most people get wrong. I'm Mr. Wealth, and today I'm breaking down the income times 10 formula, where it comes from, why it works, and where it quietly falls apart. Here's why this matters to you right now. Most people go through their entire working life without a single clear target for retirement. They save what they can, hope it's enough, and find out the real answer at 65, which is far too late to fix anything. This formula gives you an actual number to aim at, today, at whatever age you're at. So let's break down where the 10 times number actually comes from. It's based on something called the 4% rule. The idea is simple. If you have a large enough investment portfolio, you can withdraw about 4% of it each year in retirement, adjusted for inflation, and reasonably expect that money to last 30 years without running out. That 4% number comes from decades of historical market data, tested against some of the worst stretches in stock market history, including the Great Depression. Now here's the math that connects the 4% rule to 10 times income. If you're withdrawing 4% of your portfolio each year, and you want that withdrawal to replace roughly 40% of your working income, which is a common retirement income target, since a lot of expenses like commuting, retirement savings, and payroll taxes disappear once you stop working, the math works out to needing about 10 times your annual income saved. $100,000 in income, 40% replacement is $40,000 a year in retirement withdrawals. 40,000 divided by 4% equals $1 million. That's the whole formula. Here's the part most people don't realize. This isn't one universal number that applies to everyone the same way. It's a rough benchmark built on averages: average life expectancy, average market returns, average spending patterns. Your actual number could be meaningfully higher or lower depending on three things most people never factor in. First, your desired lifestyle in retirement. If you want to replace 70% of your income instead of 40% because you're planning to travel or maintain a similar lifestyle, your target isn't 10 times your income anymore. It's closer to 17 or 18 times. Second, other income sources. If you're expecting Social Security, a pension, rental income, or a part-time consulting gig in retirement, your investment portfolio doesn't need to cover the full gap. That can meaningfully lower your actual savings target. Third, and this is the one most people completely ignore, your retirement age. The 10 times formula generally assumes retirement around 65 to 67, with Social Security kicking in around that time. If you want to retire at 50, your money needs to last 15 to 17 years longer, with no Social Security bridging the gap for over a decade. That can push your real target closer to 15 or even 20 times your income. Now here's the myth-busting part. A lot of people hear 10 times your income and panic, assuming they need to save that entire amount starting from zero right now in one lump sum. That's not how this works, and Train Get That Way is a great way to give up before you even start. The real approach is age-based checkpoints. By age 30, a common target is having about 1 times your annual income saved. By 40, 3 times. By 50, 6 times. By 60, 8 times. By retirement age, 10 times. These checkpoints exist because compounding does most of the heavy lifting in the later years. The growth curve isn't a straight line, it's an accelerating one. Let's contrast the common belief with the reality here. The common belief is that hitting $1 million or 10 times your income is a single finish line. You either cross or don't. The reality is that this number is a moving target that should update as your income, lifestyle, and retirement age evolve, and hitting the checkpoints along the way matters more than obsessing over the final number decades in advance. So what does this actually mean for your own money? First, calculate your own rough number. Take your current income, multiply it by 10, and you have a starting benchmark. Then adjust up or down based on your expected lifestyle, other income sources, and target retirement age. Second, don't panic if you're behind the age-based checkpoints. Being behind at 35 is completely recoverable. Being unaware you're behind at 55 with no plan is the actual danger. Third, focus on savings rate more than the end number.
Someone saving 15 to 20% of their income consistently, starting in their 20s or 30s, will almost always outperform someone chasing a specific dollar figure with an inconsistent approach. Here's the practical takeaway. The income times 10 rule isn't a rigid law of retirement. It's a starting compass, a way to turn "I hope I'll be okay" into an actual number you can track, adjust, and work toward with intention. The real value isn't the number itself. It's that once you have a target, every saving and investing decision you make afterward stops being a guess and starts being a plan. So take your income, multiply by 10, and ask yourself honestly, are you closer to that number than you were last year? Because that question, asked consistently, matters more than the number ever will on its own.